King Mohammed VI of Morocco meets with the President of Mauritania. Queen Mary of Denmark releases a Christmas message from Copenhagen. The hereditary Grand Ducal couple of Luxembourg visit the Voice of the Street Association in Edelbruck. And King Charles III of the United Kingdom meets with the Sultan of Brunei in London. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Saturday. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for December 21st, 2024. On Wednesday, His Majesty, King Charles III of the United Kingdom, held an audience with His Majesty Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei and his son, His Royal Highness Prince Abdul Mateen of Brunei, in London. In his social media post, Prince Abdul Mateen wrote, quote, "It was an honor to meet King Charles III once again, as well as the Prime Minister. We take great pride in the enduring bond between Brunei and the United Kingdom, like old friends reconnecting." End quote. On Wednesday in Monacoville, Their Serene Highnesses, Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco, accompanied by their children, Hereditary Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella of Monaco, presided over the presentation of Christmas gifts to 700 Monegasque children in the Court of Honor at the Palais Princier de Monaco. This year, Her Serene Highness, Princess Stephanie of Monaco, and her daughter, Miss Camille Gottlieb, participated in the distribution of gifts. On Monday, in Les Salines, Her Serene Highness, Princess Stephanie of Monaco, visited the Centre Hospitalier Princess Grace. During the visit, the princess spent time meeting with doctors, nurses, and patients. The princess also met with volunteers from the Croix-Rouge Monégasque, thanking them for their, quote, "support and gratitude for their commitment." End quote. Earlier, Princess Stephanie visited the Centre René Trois, where she presented Christmas gifts to the residents. On Friday, His Majesty, King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands, recorded his annual Christmas speech from the White Dining Room at Paleis House ten Bosch. The King's speech will air on Christmas Day at 1 p.m. on NOS, MPO Radio 1, and online. On Wednesday evening in Brussels, Their Majesties, King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, Her Royal Highness Princess Elizabeth of Belgium, Duchess of Brabant, and Her Royal Highness Princess Eleanor of Belgium attended a Christmas concert at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles. According to the Royal Court of Belgium, over 500 guests were invited to attend the concert at the invitation of Their Majesties to thank the guests for their, quote, "support of official activities carried out by the royal family in 2023 and 2024." End quote. Earlier in the day, Their Majesties attended a Christmas reception at the Open Door Residential Center in Brussels. The center provides support for single women with or without children who are struggling financially or who are homeless. The center allows them to, quote, "gradually regain their autonomy." End quote. On Tuesday, Their Royal Highnesses, Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume and Hereditary Grand Duchess Stephanie of Luxembourg, visited the Voice on the Street Association in Edelbruck. According to the Creux Grand Ducal, throughout the year, the association, which also has branches in Hollerich and Esch-sur-Alzette, provides free medical services, clothing, a restaurant that serves hot meals, a hair salon, and other social services for those in need. The Creux Grand Ducal also noted that the hereditary Grand Ducal couple, quote, "wanted to express their gratitude to the staff and volunteers for their commitment and their valuable support during these difficult times for the most deprived. End quote. On Monday, the hereditary Grand Ducal couple, accompanied by their youngest son, Prince Francois, visited the senior residence and park in Bisson. During their visit, the hereditary Grand Ducal family learned about the, quote, specific care offered by the establishment. In particular, they met Nours, the therapy dog, who plays a key role in the animal meditation sessions. The staff also introduced them to the therapeutic train, an immersive setting stimulating a journey designed for people with neurodegenerative and neurocognitive diseases. End quote. On Friday, Her Majesty, Queen Sonia of Norway, visited the Salvation Army's street hospital in Oslo. According to the Royal Court of Norway, for over 20 years, the street hospital has provided support for individuals struggling with drug addiction and those, quote, who need round-the-clock medical care for long-term illnesses, physical exhaustion, or who are in the last phase of life. End quote. On Wednesday, the Royal Highnesses, Crown Prince Haakon and Crown Princess Mette-Marit of Norway, Her Royal Highness, Princess Ingrid Alexandra of Norway, and His Highness, Prince Sverre Magnus of Norway, hosted a Christmas gathering at the Palace Chapel in Oslo. The Christmas gathering, which included musical performances and the lighting of candles, was held for representatives of humanitarian organizations, including the Norwegian Red Cross and the Norwegian Church Aid, to name a few. In her speech, the Crown Princess said, quote, Christmas is a time when we want to be with everyone we love, both those we haven't seen for a long time and those we see perhaps a little too often. And it's a time when we think a little extra about everyone we miss. We hope that you have a nice pre-Christmas time with us. End quote. In Copenhagen, the Mary Foundation released a new holiday photo of Her Majesty, Queen Mary of Denmark, as well as a message. In her message, the Queen looked back at the year that was 2024. Quote, every year is special. They contain their own impacts, events, and memories. But 2024 in particular will leave a clear imprint on my memory. This year, the Mary Foundation changed its name to the Mary Foundation, Her Majesty Queen Mary's Foundation. But our work continued unchanged, and we still fight for the same purpose through our 3 areas of action: bullying and well-being, loneliness, and violence in the family. At the Mary Foundation, we always strive for more knowledge, effective efforts, and new ways to make a difference for those who are outside the community. I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who works with us so that more people get a place in the community and experience belonging. It is precisely in partnerships and collaboration that we use each other best and can make the biggest difference for all those who deserve it. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a hopeful New Year. Signed, Her Majesty, the Queen. End quote. On Thursday, in Copenhagen, the Royal Court of Denmark announced that Their Majesties, King Frederik X and Queen Mary of Denmark, will host the traditional New Year's reception and gala dinner at Christian VII's Palace at Amalienborg on Wednesday, January 1st, 2025. The New Year reception and gala dinner will be held for members of the government, members of official Denmark, and members of Their Majesty's Court. On Monday, January 6, 2025, at 9:30 a.m., Their Majesties will host a New Year reception for Supreme Court judges, the Royal Life Guards, and the Guards Hussars Regiment Officer Corps. In the mid-morning, Their Majesties will host a New Year's reception for members of the diplomatic corps at Christian VII's palace at Amalienborg. The following day, on January 7th, Their Majesties will host a New Year's reception for officers of the Danish Armed Forces, the Emergency Management Agency, royal patronages, and representatives of national organizations at Christiansborg Slot. Their Majesties will be escorted to Christiansborg Slot by the Guard Hussar Regiment's Horse Squadron in a gold carriage from Amalienborg at 9:10 a.m. On Monday, their Royal Highnesses, Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia of Sweden, participated in a roundtable discussion with the Nordic Council Tech Policy Alliance. According to a press release, the event gathered government ministers from the EU, including the EU Commissioner for Tech and Democracy, along with representatives from the Nordic region. The discussion focused on how to protect children's rights in the development and use of new technologies, particularly for children who may not have a responsible adult nearby. On Monday, Her Majesty, Queen Sylvia of Sweden, received Christmas trees at the Eastern Vault of the Royal Palace from students from the Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences. Accompanying Her Majesty were her 8 grandchildren: Princess Estelle, Prince Oscar, Princess Leonor, Princess Adrian, Prince Nicholas, Prince Alexander, Prince Gabriel, and Princess Julian of Sweden. According to the Royal Court of Sweden, since the 1960s, students from the Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences have been handing over Christmas trees to the King at the Royal Palace. On Friday, the Royal Court of Serbia issued a press release to announce that Her Royal Highness, Crown Princess Catherine of Serbia, had successfully undergone surgery for pancreatic cancer at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. Per the press release, quote, following thorough medical consultations, her medical team determined that immediate intervention was necessary, and they are optimistic about her prognosis. Crown Princess Catherine wishes to express her profound gratitude for the exceptional care provided by the dedicated healthcare professionals at UPMC. She especially appreciates the expertise and support of her surgeon, the anesthesiologist, and the nursing staff who have been instrumental throughout her medical journey. At this time, Crown Princess Catherine respectfully requests that the public honor her privacy as she focuses on her recovery. She emphasizes the importance of prioritizing health and receiving routine medical care. End quote. The Crown Princess also issued a statement noting that, quote, this has been a very difficult time, but I am strong and determined to continue my humanitarian work, particularly in the field of cancer. I am grateful for the support of my family, friends, and of course my husband, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Alexander. End quote. And finally, on Friday in Casablanca, His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco held a meeting with the President of the Islamic Republic of Mauritania at the Royal Palace. According to a press release from Agence Maroc, during the meeting, the King and the President, quote, welcomed the positive developments in the Moroccan-Mauritanian partnership in all areas. They also affirmed their determination to develop strategic projects for the connection between the two neighboring countries and coordinate their contributions within the framework of the Rural Initiatives in Africa, particularly the African Atlantic Gas Pipeline and the initiative aimed at promoting access of the Sahel states to the Atlantic Ocean. End quote. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I hope to be back tomorrow on Sunday, December 22nd, with all the latest royal news and events. It all depends on my internet. Why? Well, I haven't had it for the past, gosh, since Monday. It died. Their whole high-speed internet cable completely died. I don't know what happened. So I had to order Starlink, and it's coming in today. So now I have to get it, set it up, go way on top of my roof, and hope that I don't fall and break my neck. And hopefully I'll have it up by tomorrow. So enough complaining about me. Enough complaining. With that being said, I sincerely hope each and every one of you have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode unless my internet dies. So yeah, have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and I will see you all soon. Take care.